Welcome back to episode 11 of Two Beards and a Bachelor. Sad to say we are still without our producer. The fans been wanting him back. We've been wanting him back.
The IRS has been wanting him back.
He's got a warrant for his arrest in 9 states, 2 countries.
He's a wanted man.
We miss him. Just if you hear this and you see him, tell him you miss him. Tell him we miss him. The show just ain't going to be the same without him. But
we digress.
We must move forward.
We will push through.
Forever forward. If you're new to the show, you can go back and listen to all the previously recorded episodes. Like, share, follow. We have an email if you want to email us anything, any ideas, or if you want to come on and be a guest, just email us at twobandaby@gmail.com. That's TWOBANDAB@gmail.com. Full disclosure, this show consists of a fair amount of explicit material and language that may be offensive to your dyslexic Aunt Susan.
Merds are words.
Yeah,
They're hard. They're terrible.
If that may be you, go ahead and tune out now. Two beards and a bachelor. This show's spectacular. It's two beards and a bachelor. Two thick, one built like a spatula. Two beards and a bachelor. All right, Dustin. Well,
here we are.
It's good to see you, buddy.
You too.
So you was on vacation.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we took the liberty of going camping on spring break.
So y'all left Sunday morning, right?
Left last Sunday morning. Went to Dreher Island until Thursday.
Where's that at?
Lake Murray.
Where's that at?
West of Columbia.
Okay.
How about that? It's about an hour. I think it was about an hour and 30 minutes or so from here.
That ain't bad. And that's with pulling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And, man, there's just so you know, if you ever go to Dreher Island, there's not a major road or highway anywhere. So everything is straight up, just back roads, long 10, 15-mile stretches, and then hang a right, and then 10 or 15 miles, and hang a left, and 5 miles. And, man, it was a lot of back road pulling with that beast. So
those pictures look nice.
Yeah, it was an awesome setup. Once you got there, I mean, it's literally an island. I mean, you go over a bridge and get on the island. They've got boat ramps and everything. I mean, it's more than just a state park. They got the boat ramps, a fueling station, all that good stuff. But whenever you get down to the end of the island, that's where the campground is and everything. And
how busy was it out there?
It wasn't, man. I mean, there was once you got up to the top end where the boat ramp was, there was a little bit of boat traffic, people coming in and out, but it was pretty sweet. Once you got down to the other end though, where the campers were, I mean, everything was kind of spread out. Yeah. Everybody had a little bit of room, good water views,
chilling.
Yeah,
the weather was like, I mean,
oh man,
it couldn't have got any better.
No,
a little chilly
at night.
You're in the sun,
warm during the day. I mean, it was warm enough the kids got in the water and stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't like swim around, but they just got out there and eat.
I was about to say,
yeah,
only the kids.
Once it gets to the nether regions, it's a little chilly.
Only the kids and the drunk fat guys out there. Water feels good. Come on in.
Well, I may have been that, but I didn't get in the water. Yeah. But
I didn't know it could get that small.
I'm a grower, not a shower. You know that. Yeah, we picked up Thursday, and then we went to Lake Greenwood, which is about 30 minutes from there. And again, back roads, and like small little town of 96. If you've ever heard of that.
What?
It's the actual name of the town, 96.
Oh. I was going to say, dude, there's, as far as population, that's...
No, it's definitely more than 96.
That's impossible.
No, they had like a Piggly Wiggly and a Dollar General. And that was that kind of town.
Nice.
Dude, if you've never been to a Piggly Wiggly recently, I don't know. I mean, the one out in Clover is...
I was about to say, we have, for some reason, they threw one right there in Clover, which the only times I'd ever seen Piggly Wigglies were at the beach for some reason.
Well... My dad's family's from Great Falls, right? And they still got a pig.
Yeah.
But
I'm big on the pig.
Yeah,
you see those shirts everywhere.
Yeah, that's about the coolest thing they got going. Because the grocery store itself was stuck in like the 80s. I swear, we walked in, the kids are like, "What's this?" And we're like, Yeah, that's how we used to do it.
Yeah. But it's always there when you need it.
That's right. But it was terribly overpriced. I mean, it was like
Yep.
their deal on the 12 packs. It was like 3 for $12.99, and I'm like, wait,
It's like a giant
deal?
convenience store.
Yeah, kind of. They got a little bit of everything and not a lot of anything. Yeah, we quickly found out, like, yeah, we're going to Dollar General for this. Yeah, we're not. Nah, that's way too expensive.
Yeah.
But
So y'all stayed from what, Sunday, and came back when?
yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah, came back Sunday. Yeah, we packed up a lot Saturday. Came on back Sunday morning. We went to sunrise service, which was neat.
Oh,
Yeah, they
Easter Sunday, baby.
yeah, it was cool, man. They have the little store there. Behind there is like a little rounded off flat area, and then it terraces off all the way down to the water. So it's like steps, but they're, I mean, 5-6 foot big steps.
Yeah.
But good view. It's kind of foggy out and everything. Good message. It was short, but I mean, 30, 35 minutes or whatever. But I mean, it was good for a sunrise service at the lake.
Yeah. You ever seen Ozark? The show?
Nah.
Spoiler alert. It's
Okay.
pretty old, so
Yeah.
go fuck yourself. if a show's older than 2 years and you still haven't seen it,
You
you're
lost out.
like, bro, spoiler alert. Screw you, dude. You should have seen it.
Yeah.
But, with just one part of that show, when they first moved to Ozark, or the Ozarks, I think is what they call it. There's a preacher preaching on the water in a boat, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
You're like, you just ride your boat up and, listen. And there's a boat that's passing out hymnals.
Uh-huh.
Some of them are blue and some of them are black.
Okay.
And in your mind, you're like, whatever.
Yeah.
But come to find out, like later, I think the next episode, come to find out the black ones are your traditional hymnal, and the blue ones have the middle cut out, and there's heroin.
Oh, okay.
Just a big bag of heroin.
Wow.
You're just like, wow.
That's different.
And obviously, it'd be the last place you would think, Just,
yeah. Honey, pass me the blue book.
Yeah.
I need to re-up.
Why do we got so many hymnals in the boat? Just tossing them. I love that show, dude.
That's crazy. Well, yeah, while we were in 96 talking about the little podunk that it was, shout out to anybody from 96.
Where does that come from?
I don't know.
Ask anybody?
No. I mean, we didn't see a lot of people.
No interstates named 96 or highways?
No, the closest interstate to there was 385.
Never heard of it.
Goes to Greenville. Yeah.
Okay.
The way I found that out, yeah, that was our little adventure. Got back at like 2 a.m. And yeah, it was an experience. I don't know how I made it back without hitting a deer. There was about 40 herds of deer on the way up and back, and I was like, good Lord. Because it was all, like I said, it was back roads until we hit 385, and that was only like 15 miles of the journey.
You ever heard of those little deer whistles you can put on?
Yeah.
Do you have any?
No.
I have some on the little blueberry.
Yeah, and you hadn't hit a deer yet.
Knock on wood, I've never hit one before. I don't know if that's going to attract them but I mean, for something that is, in my mind, valuable, something that would deter a deer, and it's like $8 for 2 of them.
I was gonna say they're pretty cheap.
I don't know. I think I was just a sucker, dude. I saw some on somebody's car, and I was like, "Is that a horn? Is that like an aftermarket horn?" He's like, "No, those are my deer whistles." I was like, "Does this work?" He's like, "I don't know, but I ain't hit a deer yet."
Yeah, hey,
damn, I gotta get you some.
Well, I mean, I think I've hit one deer in my entire life.
And what?
Without deer whistles. in my little Toyota.
Oh, okay.
Back in the day, it rolled all the way down the side. Now
in front of that blue beast.
Yeah.
A speed bump. What was that? You good? I'm good.
Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of speed bumps, we saw a freaking armadillo on Dreher Island.
Armadillo.
An armadillo.
I don't think I've ever seen one in the wild.
Yeah, I hadn't either.
In real life.
But it's like a possum with armor plates, man. It's crazy. And they're quick.
It's got the shell on its back and its head too, right?
Yeah. Little plates going all the way around it.
Yeah.
and this freaking thing was fast. I mean, it was like,
gotta be, baby. It's either be fast or be dead.
Yeah.
Son.
Dude, I don't think you can kill one of them things conventionally. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you can put a bullet in, but
it's got to have the soft spot between the shell on the back and then, or no, does it go from the back all the way up the neck, or is there
I think even its head is kind of like plated, but
that thing is built to survive.
They've got like individual plates going all the way back, and I don't know. They can roll up in balls. That's why it's not like one solid plate. They can roll up in a little ball, like a bowling ball.
Well, Sonic was a hedgehog.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I don't know where. I've never seen a hedgehog roll up in a ball and spin around. I don't know. Somebody was on LSD whenever they came up with that.
Yeah, I bet the thing's fast.
Let's tape its head to its butthole and roll it down and see what it does.
I see.
Yep. Next time.
Kick it. Oh, that's messed up, dude.
Oh man. So yeah, while we were in 96, off on a tangent, stopped to get some diesel, and I mean it was like $5.09 a gallon, so I didn't get a lot. But
that tank takes how many gallons?
Oh, like 35, something like that. That's crazy. Yeah,
baby.
It hits you in the pocket if you let it go past halfway, man.
Kicking the dick is more like it.
Yeah, I put $50 in it. And I think I got like a quarter tank out of that. I mean, it got me up to 3/4, but it was like a quarter tank total.
Right.
But no, it was like kind of old fashioned. You couldn't slide the card. You had to go in and prepay. So I like flipped the thing up and I was like, what's going on? I got to walk in. They're like, oh, we turned it on. All right, cool. So I turned it on, pumped it, went in there to pay. And I'm like third in line. Lady at the front, that's collared the EBT queen.
Okay.
Yeah. It was one of these like multi-transaction type deals.
Oh.
Like we had to get the soda and the chips
on this one,
on the EBT,
gas on this one,
and then we're gonna I'm gonna pay cash money for this.
You ever see people pull out like a stack of cards?
No,
and you're like, whoa! Like, how do you even keep up with that?
I swear,
I'm not gonna say I'm perfect, and I've only got 2 credit cards. No, we got a bunch.
Yeah,
but I mean, I've seen people pull a stack of 15, 20,
and
like we're in a card game and you're just cycling through your cards.
Okay,
like, damn.
Credit cards. Yeah, I have seen that. But yeah, I don't know.
Ahead. So she's splitting them all up.
Yeah. So, hey, that if you need assistance, by all means, get assistance.
Right.
But if you're getting assistance, don't be putting your chips and your sodas on your EBT and then paying for your 24 Bud Ice and your lottery tickets with your cash. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's rough. That's rough. Like, I don't know. That'd be like, you'd be like, hey, Dustin, man, we're kind of hard up. Can I get $100? I'm like, sure, JV. You can have $100.
Pay your light bill or something? What's going on?
Yeah. No, I
scratch off.
I'm gonna go get some scratch off some little Bud Ice.
Milwaukee's best. Yeah, dude, it's like a legit addiction. Some people are addicted to those scratch offs.
Yeah.
And I've seen people that will buy them at the counter.
Oh yeah.
Won't even play the game. They'll just scratch the barcode and then hand it right back.
No doubt.
I'm like, you ain't even gonna get the fun part?
No.
Well, to me, the exciting part.
Yeah.
When I was younger, we moved here in 95. I was 7 and moved from Virginia. So we always had the lottery as far as I can remember. Now, I don't know when South Carolina started the lottery, but
I was a teenager.
It was a while.
To say. Yeah.
And so it was weird because when we would go back to visit, it takes about 6 hours drive. And on our way back, nobody wants to go. All of our family lives in Virginia. So when we leave, it's just our immediate mom, dad, and my sisters. So, it'd be kind of upset. Like, damn, here we go, leaving again.
Yeah.
And so we would always hit Dairy Queen and then get some scratch offs on the way out.
Yeah.
And I just thought about that. I was like, damn, that's the reason we got the scratch offs, because they didn't have them in South Carolina.
Ah, okay.
And then first came those machines, the poker machines.
Yeah.
they would have them in what's that salvage yard over off of Saluda, Carolina Salvage.
Okay, yeah.
And my dad would go in there and you know, talk about the roughest dudes. They'd come in and sell like a busted up car or like scrap metal,
Yeah.
and then turn around and just blow
Feed
all
the
that
machine.
Oh my god! And then came the scratch offs after those machines.
And that, my friends, was where the birthing of the stolen copper came from.
Stolen copper.
Where they steal
They were stripping houses being built.
Take them over here. Let me get $500 for this.
I mean, it's crazy how people find things like that to just jack, like catalytic converters.
Yeah.
Especially in those what are the little cars? Prius.
Yeah.
That's like the easiest one to steal, I hear.
Really?
But
I don't
now
know. Never been
now they got smart and people started creating these devices that block the catalytic converter.
Okay.
So instead of having to buy a new one for like $200 and some odd dollars, you just buy like a $40 plate and it goes over top of something. I don't know.
No joke.
That's just what I've heard.
You know, they robbed, I think it was Greensboro. I think they went in the Greensboro yard and robbed the catalytic converters off a bunch of their trucks.
Scrapyard? Or
like a delivery service yard.
No.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah, they went in over the weekend and grabbed like 20 of these things. And they didn't know it. They just kept loading the trucks, you know. They didn't know any different until the drivers went to crank them up. And it was like, blah, 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 blah.
They sound like shit.
Yeah. And like half the fleet was sitting over here just like,
You got new engines.
yeah, like straight piping it. I mean, it was crazy.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Oh,
We got a little horsepower this morning. There we go.
I wonder what one of those costs.
I would hate to imagine. Oh, man. So pretty much all my goodness from this week was all with the camping trip. We, I told you there was nothing but a bunch of back roads everywhere we went. So between Dreher Island and Greenwood, it was some.
The hills have eyes.
Yeah. I mean, it was some sketchy looking stuff. Like whenever you're hauling a camper that big, you're like, man. I mean, it's like a big truck driver. Like, am I going to be able to get back out of this if I get into it and can't get anywhere?
Down.
Yeah, it's a bad deal. So we were going from Dreher to Greenwood, and we got on some of these sketchy roads. It was only a 30-minute ride, like I said. Well, about 15 minutes into it, we get down this one road, and my son pipes up from the back. He's like, "Are you sure you put in Lake Greenwood State Park and not Aunt Jenny's meth shack?" And we just died.
And then you sent us pictures. I was like, you dick.
Yeah. We had some good views, man. We really did.
But old Jason came through for us.
Yeah, he did. That was awesome.
That guy, he tried to take over, man.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't try. That's just him.
Yeah.
So I was like waiting for him to take a breath so I could get in there.
Oh, yeah.
Because he would just go and go. And I hope he does start his own, because I was telling him, like, dude, you can just rattle them off.
Could you imagine sitting around with a few beers around a campfire and just talking to that guy? Man, I've had some conversations with him before in the past. Don't get me wrong. And I've spent a whole day on the truck with him before.
Yeah.
And he's one of those guys you can just listen to forever.
I was like, dude, we could sit here for 10 hours if we wanted to.
Yeah. He's got a plethora of stories and just a gift to be able to tell them.
The gift of gab.
The gift of gab. He's
Man.
a wordsmith. But yeah, we had some pretty good views out there in the campsite. We were right on the lake both times, and taught the kids a nice little lesson on Saturday. Because me and my son got up. We were fishing. We fished Dreher Island from one end to the other.
Yeah.
We went up. They've got this primitive campsite little zone or whatever. You can't drive there. You could just walk. But I don't know. It's probably half a mile worth of peninsula going out off this island. And we even fished that at night. We walked it during the day and saw it, and there was all kinds of stuff hitting the water. And I was like, dude, we're coming back here tonight. We're going to try to catfish. So we ended up meeting another couple, and they had 2 teenage kids, and we took the dad and his daughter, who was 15. she had a face for radio, but Anyway,
she's a good girl.
My 15-year-old son and his 15-year-old daughter and me and him, we went catfish. Didn't catch anything on Dreher, man. I mean, we tried, and then we went on Greenwood and purposefully went on like a fishing trip. Took the whole family and drove around this one part and just kind of fished this one little island part and nothing. Well, we got up Saturday and we're like, we're catching a fish. We're going over. We saw this little peninsula you could walk over to. Had a nice little point, a couple little coves. We're like, yeah, we're gonna hit that. So we got to going down through there, and I caught like one little brim, and I felt accomplished because at least I didn't get skunked. You know,
Well, there's something primal
yeah,
about that.
yeah.
Like
Man.
people are like, "Wow, it's fishing is so pointless," especially if you're catch and release kind of guy.
Yeah.
You're just torturing these fish, and I'm like, I think it goes back to when it was either you caught fish or you had
starved.
to kill an animal,
Yeah.
or you and your family starved.
Yeah.
So when that fish hits that line,
Oh yeah,
and you've been sitting waiting, and it's
Yep.
like a surprise.
yeah.
And then that primitive kicks in, and you're
Yep.
like,
Start grunting.
I'm a man. hey, babe. And you hold up your little brim.
Yeah, Daddy's got dinner.
You got snacks, the fucking appetizer.
Well, I pulled up that first one. It was small. Threw it back. No big deal, but at least I caught something. And next thing I know, bam, it hits. It's freaking crappy. Big old slab.
Ooh.
Just, bigger than your hand. Good, thick, like good pan-sized fish, And so I snatched up that first one, and my son was like, are we going to keep it? And I'm like, you know what? We might. So I didn't have a stringer. I made up a little stringer out of some 25-pound test.
Yeah.
And put it in the water. And then next thing I know, I catch a brim about the same size, big, fat. And I'm like, dude, you got to catch something. Looking at him. And he's over here like trying bass. He's trying bass rigs and everything. We watched the guy come up on a boat, pulling up bass left and right. And we're like, crap. He's wanting to catch a largemouth, just get out there and start snatching them up. Well, I said, dude, just go back to worms. Just do something. You got to catch something. He starts going to worms, and then I'm like, he starts top water something. He goes back to putting a little top water on there, no luck. I put a rooster tail on, cast out there. I catch another big brim. And I'm like, dude, switch over to rooster tail. Try this. Man, could not get him to catch a fish to save his life.
Yeah.
And he was trying, man, and it wasn't for lack of trying. But anyway, we took back the stringer. It had 3 decent-sized fish on it. And I went through, showed him how to scale them, cut the head off, gut them, the whole nine. Long story short, lake the table. And we pan-fried them up or whatever. Had that with some chicken and pineapple.
Nice.
Grilled up pineapple and stuff. Had a nice little grill setup going on. But, yeah, kids learn them.
It tastes different, though.
Yeah.
It just hits different.
Yeah.
When you didn't just buy it from the store.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's something primal about that.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. We're here to give you guys some laughs every week, but we want to promote you, especially small local businesses. If you like the show and like the promos we do, we can spread the word about you, your company, or your business, and it's free. Send us your info and promo idea via email at twobandab@gmail.com. That's TWOBANDAB@gmail.com. Make sure to follow us on Spotify and share the show with your friends and even your non-friends.
Dustin, you have a sexy radio voice.
Yeah, I was made for this.
Oh, so smooth.
So smooth. Like Clayton's flat. Hairless.
Man, I tell you what, Jethro,
What's that, Bill?
I'm madder than a damn hornet in a Coke can.
What's going on, brother?
And I got these damn tree stumps in my yard pissing me off.
What you gonna do about them?
I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to call Morgan Stump Removal.
How's that work?
Well, you just pick up your damn cell phone, give them a call at 803-517-4592. They'll come out and give you a free estimate.
Numbers are hard. Say that one again.
Well, I understand that. 803-517-4592. Ask for Scotty.
All right, then.
So the other day, I tripped up on an article,
Okay.
about a Brazilian singer, female singer.
Okay.
Let me ask you this first, and it's probably the same with both of us.
Yeah.
But do you and your wife fart in front of each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Now I know y'all close the bathroom doors
yeah.
when you use the
Yeah,
bathroom.
yeah.
We don't. It's just wide
Wide
open.
open.
But as far as the farts, now
It's like a
y'all
game.
been together since high school, right?
Yeah.
Was it
I
ever weird in the
15.
beginning?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the standard.
Till the
Weird.
first one.
Yeah.
It's usually an accident.
Yeah. Whoop.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What was that?
What'd you say?
You blowing kisses?
You talk shit behind my back?
Yeah. So yeah, we're the same. It's just, it's not like horrible to where, there's got to draw the line somewhere,
Yeah.
right? So we don't get too crazy with it,
Right.
but yeah, we laugh
Yeah.
when somebody rips one off. It's funny, but
My wife's really proper. She doesn't try to like. She's still like kind of uptight about it.
now
like-
what is it about mom farts? They are brutal. I don't know what it is.
Right.
They typically don't have that same pop to them.
Right.
But man, that the smell is rough.
But we've got so many dogs and kids.
You can blame it on one.
Just blame it on one of them.
I think they ate something. Man. What is that smell? And you're like,
We gotta watch his diet.
there's no dogs in here right now. Shit.
My favorite's letting it go in the car
Oh,
and then
locking the windows
watching the kids' reactions.
one at a time.
Like, oh god, who fired? I'm like, what? What happened? Who did it? What?
I'm sorry. So there is a Brazilian singer.
Okay.
Her name is Vivian de Quiros Pereira.
Yeah, what you said.
Yeah, and I guess they just call her Polka.
Okay, that's
I
easier.
don't know if it's short for Pocahontas or what. So she's 27 years old,
All right.
and her and her boyfriend do not fart around each other.
Yeah.
They claim that it takes the sexy away.
I can see that.
I guess
Yeah.
to a point. So she was having some pains. She thought that it was kidney stones or appendicitis.
Yeah.
So she goes to the doctor, and he starts asking her some questions and stuff like that. Come to find out, she had been holding so many of her farts around her boyfriend
Oh,
that she was hospitalized.
no doubt.
It's just like, let it go.
Right? Right. I thought they like eventually came up one way or the other. Like if you held them in from the bottom, they'd come out to the top.
Oh,
I mean, not like you're farting out of your mouth. That gas is getting out somehow.
coming out through your pores or something.
I don't know, man.
It's got to go somewhere.
Yeah.
That's what I've always been told. Don't hold them in because you'll cramp, is what I've been told.
Oh yeah. Well, most of the time when you do cramp, it's not because my stomach hurts.
Yeah.
You got a big old gas bubble moving through there somehow.
Something stuck.
Just wait for it.
Yeah.
It's coming.
I like to do the old pull my finger. You just point at the kids and they're
Yeah.
like, "What?" You're like, "Go ahead and tug it. See if anything happens." They give it to, oh my god, what was that? I think it's hilarious. Then they'll come pulling on your finger. They're like, "Come on, I don't have one in the chamber."
Come on, Daddy, do it.
Or you like if you're in in the car. If you're in the car,
Yeah.
and there's a loud, you turn the radio down. You're like, "Did you guys hear that?"
What was-
And
something wrong with the
everybody
car?
gets real quiet. It's a rip one off.
Yep, we just flattened the tire.
Oh God, you're so nasty.
I like to sneak up behind them whenever they ain't paying attention. And just like ever so slightly just back up to them and then blow them away.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's the best.
But also, you ever heard of a Go Girl?
No.
If I ever brought up a product that was called a Go Girl, what do you think that would be for? Just your top two guesses for Go Girl.
New brand of Sibian,
What is that? What is that?
the sex machine. The
No, but that's a good guess. That's a good guess.
or a drill attachment.
All right. Oh God. Or in the same category, just drill required.
Yeah.
That man, if you're opening up a sex toy and it says not included power drill, you might want to put that one back.
Not included.
Oh,
Sawzall.
Jesus. Sawzall. Jesus. All right, so let me pull this thing up real quick. So we work for a delivery service.
Delivery service.
Now, there's pansies at another delivery service
Uh-huh.
that have been complaining that they are forced to urinate into bottles and
Okay.
defecate into bags.
Oh.
Never been in that situation, the
No.
latter
No.
of the situation, but it's normal for me at our job
Yeah.
to go in a bottle.
Yeah.
So now it's not as easy for the females.
No, I can see where that'd be a challenge.
So I don't know if this is how you could use it, but they make a product called a Go Girl.
Okay.
And it is a female urination device.
It's a female silicone wiener, basically.
It covers the whole situation
Mhm.
you got as a female.
Yep. All the real estate.
And funnels
Yeah.
into a spout.
Yeah. And they don't even shape it like a wiener.
No, I don't. That could be a new product.
The Go Girl with attachment.
Oh God, what can you call it?
The You Go Girl.
The You Go Girl. Oh my God, nice. But yeah, I had heard about those in the past,
Yeah.
but never saw one.
I've heard of the little funnel deals, and I won't see. I've seen an infomercial or something, but not specifically that product.
Oh man. So for all the female delivery drivers out there, you might want to look into them. They can't be too expensive.
Let's say
I
$9.99.
was about to say this one. I mean, it doesn't take a lot of material. Just a little plastic funnel. Make sure you clean it
A lot cheaper than a sex change.
from time to time. Yeah, what they say, it's easier to make a hole than it is to make a pole.
Yep.
So yikes, which that is just scary thinking about that.
Yeah. So this other delivery service that is complaining. It's funny because, our delivery service, you pay by the hour. I could see how that would be they're forcing us to go. But the other ones are paid by the package.
Are they really?
Yeah.
That was always my argument about who we work for. I said, if you want to see some real production, which I may be biased, but I think because our job's so difficult, it weeds out the weaklings.
True.
The ones that can't hang.
True.
And the only ones that are left, male or female, you're a stud.
Yeah.
You can really put it out.
Absolutely.
And I've always been, man, if they paid us per package, we would work so much harder.
Yeah.
But I get there'd probably be a balance in there.
Yeah.
But the routes that we don't want, it would completely flip flop. You'd want the heavy route.
Yeah, I know.
Give
I was
me
thinking
more.
about that, man. The vets wouldn't be on the 150 mile, 80 stop type route.
As far as packages, I mean, you're going out with, some of those routes, 70, 80 stops with maybe 130, 140, but the big daddies are going out with a little over 3.
Yep. And then the other service gets paid would pick it up too. So you'd want that heavy delivery, heavy pickup, industrial type route, like Anderson Road.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be the money maker.
They're trying to figure it out, these other delivery services, but one of them in general, I guess we'll go ahead and blast them out. Amazon is pushing hard to unionize.
Yeah, I did see that.
Which, the way they've been treating those people.
I saw them delivering yesterday on Easter.
Yep.
I saw a couple of them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. And my sister-in-law said she saw the postal service out there too.
Yep.
Hold
on, I gotta interject real quick. I watched a little TikTok of a post person.
Yeah.
and they're, the majority of them don't wear their seatbelts.
Yeah.
Which I understand, but at the same time,
Come on, man.
I don't feel comfortable.
Right.
Even in my personal vehicle,
Mhm.
if my belt's not on,
Yeah.
something's off.
You feel naked.
Whoa, what's, yeah. So no matter what, I click it. And so this guy's creeping through a neighborhood, right? Going box to box, sweet little, cookie cutter neighborhood. He's hitting boxes, and about 3 box from when the video starts, he clips the third box, right? He clips it on the driver's side, which they drive like European style.
Yeah.
On the right. And so he clips the box and is like, oh shit. And he swerves to the left and falls out the right. And I guess tries to grab the wheel. So as he swerves to the left after hitting the mailbox, falls out the right from the swerve because the car's going left, so all the weight's going to the right. So he falls out and then I guess pulls the steering wheel and it goes back to the right and cuts through this person's yard and tries to drive up a tree, which honestly was the best thing that could have happened.
Right.
If it would have hit the porch and
went to a house or
definitely got rode up, but as far as property damage, just clipped a box, got a skint up elbow. And he's trying to chase it and falls down. When your weight gets above your feet and you just face plant.
Oh, yeah.
But, so Amazon is trying to unionize.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how many buildings they have nationwide / worldwide.
Yeah.
But I think over 100 are about to pass.
No doubt.
For the union, which.
That's actually good news for us.
It is a headache. Because then it becomes management versus the union in a way.
Yeah.
But there's a balance in there. You can find that balance. But they're treating these guys and women. There was one center that they were having a tornado. It was a tornado.
Yes, I saw that.
They wouldn't let them leave.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people died in that building.
Yeah.
I'm sure you saw the ones that were poorly built and were collapsing.
Oh, like imploding on themselves.
Right.
Kinda, yeah.
With no storm, just one. They throw these things up so fast.
Yeah.
And they're so massive.
Well, that's the key to them offering the prices they do and being able to deliver next day or same day or whatever is the cost of everything. And if you can pay your employees beans to get this massive amount of production done, and don't get me wrong, I mean, you can make money at Amazon, but probably overwhelming majority of the employees there are not killing it. They're coming in making a quick paycheck or whatever, and it's a massive turnover. And if you don't like it, cool, leave and we'll get 10 more.
That's it. There's a structure. They've structured it to have quick turnover.
Right.
That way you can't build, I guess, for lack of better words, like a tenure.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a veteran driver at UPS or at Amazon.
Yeah.
Because they just come and go so fast. They basically make their jobs impossible. I mean, even worse than some other delivery services. And they see if you can hang. I mean, they wear like bracelets in the warehouse. So you have your little work center and order comes to your little work center and it shows you what aisle, what column and row that this product is located.
Yeah.
These places are massive.
Yeah.
And you have a certain amount of time, which I'm talking like 35 seconds.
Right.
Crazy to go get it, have it boxed, labeled.
Yeah.
You get if you go out of area, your bracelet knows and it'll vibrate. Some of them said it shocks you, but I think it's just a very violent vibrate. And they get like one bathroom break.
Yeah.
It's insane, dude.
Yeah. They've got a lot of their stuff's automated too. Like they got robots and they're just automated pickers that like you basically bring up an order.
Yeah.
And the robots like comes there, got your stuff right here, and you got to box out all this stuff or whatever. And I mean, it's a time limit. And don't get me wrong, there is different tiers there where you can move up the ladder and make a pretty decent wage. But like I said, the overwhelming majority of them are lower paid and high turnover.
They just come and go, man.
If they unionize, then that's going to be a whole different deal because those guys will have more rules there. They aren't going to be able to get terminated for whatever. And
Right.
then the pay goes up.
You'll find the balance.
Yeah.
You know?
And that'll be the thing that keeps them from taking us over.
Yeah. I just think with how big Amazon, there's some like some little video I saw the other day, and it was these towers, and it was the most successful businesses in the world.
Yeah.
And it was going tower by tower, and it was going up and up and up and up. And the Chinese version of Amazon is Alibaba.
Oh, yeah.
And it's up there pretty high.
Yeah.
But all the way at the tippy top is Amazon.
Yeah.
And they are huge.
Oh, yeah.
Worldwide.
Behemoth.
And it's just so convenient, man.
It is.
It's
I got something coming tomorrow.
It's the classic, if somebody's got a question, they tell you what?
Go on Amazon.
Google it.
Oh, okay.
Just a question.
Oh, okay.
It's like,
gotcha.
hey, how many, something about something random. I don't know, Google it.
Yeah.
Well, if you're trying
need a product,
if you need something,
yeah.
You're sitting on the couch.
Go to Amazon.
I bet Amazon's got it.
Yeah.
And they have, the best,
They
the
got breast on Amazon?
best prices. Probably, dude. I guarantee you they have the one Robert De Niro wore one in the movie. It's like a man's, he can breastfeed the baby with the fake boob.
Yes.
Oh, dude. Genius.
I'm sure they got it.
Genius.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I mean, I hope it goes through for them.
I do too. It'll kind of restructure things because they've gotten so big so fast. But, Bezos has straight up said, like, there's no guarantees.
There's no quality.
Yeah.
You got to get there. You got to make mistakes. You got to screw up. I'm not talking royal screw ups.
Right.
But, just, my fault.
Yeah.
Don't let it happen again.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, because when I'm out there delivering and that little Mercedes comes rolling, I'll pull over and just wave them around because they park wherever.
Oh, yeah.
They leave that thing running.
Yeah.
While they're running.
Oh, yeah.
And they
get out of their way.
They're dressed in civilian clothing.
Yep.
And it's like, yikes, dude.
Rolling up with music blaring.
Stay away. Stay away. I'm like, go ahead. I'll organize. I'll find something to do that I'm not stealing time.
Yeah, I'll be productive.
Shit, man. But more power to them.
No doubt. So we ran around yesterday, it being Easter, we got back home. Sorry to flip over.
Oh no!
All of a sudden, but we got home, unpacked the camper and everything, and got a little settled. And we ran to Indialand to go see her parents, and they hadn't seen the puppy yet, so we went and saw the puppy.
Nice.
Or they went and saw. We took the puppy there. Anyway, on the way back, we stopped. We ordered some Chinese food, and a little place down the road. Shout out China Buffet.
Classic.
Boop boop. Anyway, they had this online ordering thing, so I ordered online, and just basically you show up. I was one of the few orders they had, so they brought it out. But whenever I was walking in, I look, and over to the left are these two tiny motorcycles, and I say tiny motorcycles. They were either tiny motorcycles or big mopeds.
Okay,
I don't know, but they were both yellow. And they looked like little street rippers, man. They were small tires, but they sounded like actual motorcycles. So I don't know. They were one or the other. Well, I didn't put two and two together because I go walking up to this place, and it's got glass front, right? So I'm looking in, and there's these two guys standing here with these giant furry heads, like almost like costume type heads, like you would see like a mascot or a baseball game or something, And I'm like, what the crap are these guys doing? And they're shoving something in this bag. And I'm like, dude, I'm about to have to take out two robbers, man. They're robbing a Chinese joint, know? And I literally walked up, didn't even break stride, man. I didn't think about it or nothing. I was like immediately like, I'm just going to take these two guys out. They're not paying me any attention. And so I opened the door. And these two guys are sitting here with these helmets. They're actual motorcycle helmets, but they're huge. Like I said, they were helmets underneath with these giant furry heads.
What?
I don't know how much they pay for these. These were they wasn't homemade or whatever. This was legit.
Yeah.
And one of them was red and furry and had these bull horns on it. and the other one was kind of like grayish or whatever, and had these ears flopping up on top,
Like a mascot.
like a mascot head. Yeah, it was
Wow.
like a mascot head with a motorcycle helmet in it.
Nice.
And they had them kind of flip back, and they were stuffing Chinese food into this backpack so they could drive it back on their little moped things or whatever, right? So I walked in, opened the door. I'm like, man, I was about to have to take you guys out. And they're like laughing. And I was like, all I see is your two big old furry heads trying to stuff something in a bag, man.
Trying
I
to
think you're
take my
robbing them.
sesame chicken.
Exactly. And these dudes, man, I mean, they were just laughing and cackling. You could tell they were having just a big time with these big old furry heads. So
Everybody's probably saying something.
yeah.
Every time they bump into somebody that hasn't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
What in the hell you got on your head?
You can't wear that without just laughing constantly. So they literally shoved the stuff in the bag, put the helmets on, got on these little motorcycles, and drove off.
Well, Chinese foods, you get some food to go. It's like, make sure it stays upright.
Right.
You're like, make sure those bags don't fall.
Right.
Chinese food, man, they pack them in those little boxes so tight. You're like, screw
It
it.
couldn't drip out if it tried.
Throw it in the backpack.
Yep. And that's what they did, man. They tore off. And I texted my wife. I was like, do you see those guys? She's like, what? What guys? Man, you guys missed it. You missed out. It was the best.
Speaking of furries, there's a school, I believe, most likely in California.
Yeah, more than likely.
They are voting to because they've been allowing it for a while, which I guess, I mean, as long as you're not using it to your advantage for to harm people, as far as masks or any type of clothes, if your school doesn't have like a dress code, wear whatever, as long as it's not pornography or anything violent,
right?
And so they have, I haven't looked it up since I read this article, but they were gonna have a vote to install giant litter boxes in the bathrooms in high schools.
Are you serious?
And yeah. So I jumped on YouTube and was seeing if you got any reactions, these prominent figures, mainly comedians.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
And it's the people that are going to be using these things are the people that they're not designed for.
Right.
It's going to be, bullying on a different level. They're just going to be dropping giant deuces or write your name in piss. It's like that's where we're at.
That's the world we're living in.
Taking a vote.
Yeah, we're taking a vote.
Should we?
I mean, that's a legit thing though. Like, everybody wants to be called whatever and their pronouns and whatever. And they can be furries. They can identify as a cat or whatever. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, can we just push this a little bit farther? Like the sane individuals out there, you know what? I want to be identified as a dog. I love dogs. I can speak to dogs. We get along. We jive. We're dog people. And dogs don't have to pay taxes. So
oh, no.
I'm officially going to be a dog and not pay taxes.
That ain't how
How's
our
that work
government
out?
works.
Yeah.
You can do and say whatever you want, but you going to pay the taxes.
Right.
But that's my thing. Yes. I mean, if that's, because a lot of people don't feel comfortable in their body, which, on a small scale, I can understand that. You might think you're someone or something else, who knows if that's like a legit thing or if it's something just mentally, something, you got something off upstairs.
Yeah.
But, as long as you're not like making a big deal about it, you hear him tweeting.
Yeah.
He's trying to get out so bad. But like, if you come dressed up like a dog and you're just doing your thing, I'm good with it.
Yeah.
If that makes you feel comfortable, and you have a mask on so you don't really feel like people are staring at your actual face, but if you're up at the front of the class dancing around, like, look at me, I'm a dog. I'm a fox. Like, all right, dude. I don't feel special. You don't feel special. Sit the fuck down.
Right.
Trevor.
Sit down, Trevor. You're running.
My name's not Trevor.
I don't know. That's that's my take on all of it. Hey, you do you. Be who you want to be. Yada yada yada.
Be happy.
Just don't push it on to me.
Yeah.
To live in your illusion.
I want you to be happy.
Yeah.
I genuinely want you to be happy.
Right.
But I don't want to deal with your shit. I got my own stuff going on here. I have human family members getting on my fucking nerves.
Yeah.
I don't want some random stranger in my face,
Right.
barking like a dog,
Right.
sniffing my butt while I'm standing in line here at a gas station. What, I'm a dog, dude.
Well, you know what I do to my dog whenever he shits on the floor?
Oh, hold on. I gotta let you hear. I texted it to the group chat. I don't know if you clicked it, but there's a guy getting arrested. Did you watch that
Yes.
video?
Yeah, I've seen it before.
I gotta let the listeners. I'll play it and
Epic.
I'll tell you what the name of the video is so you can go look at it yourself. It's only got 1 million views, and I don't know how.
Well, it's an older video, so
Okay.
I think it's probably on different platforms.
Okay, this one says 8 years ago. All right, the title, if you want to look it up, is called "The Magnificent Arrest of Cecil George Edwards." So we'll kind of preface the video. He's being arrested by Australian police.
Australian, okay.
Now he sounds
British,
Scottish or
okay.
Irish because he rolls his R's,
Yes.
real hard, dude. He says democracy or something like that. Like, who is this dude? All right, so he's being arrested outside of a Chinese restaurant, and apparently this guy has been dining and dashing.
Okay,
And they
that's
finally
the deal.
got him. So these are Australian police, fairly nice.
Yeah.
They're just like, get in the car. Get in the car. And all right, so he's fighting. So listen to this guy talk.
You just assured me that I could speak.
Sit down inside the car. We're not assuring anything. We're under arrest.
Look, I'm under what? Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest.
They're trying to stuff him in the car.
The headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! That's the bloke who got me on the penis before. Get some cups. Why did you do this? Get some cups. For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
Succulent Chinese meal?
Oh, that's nice headlocks, huh?
There's like 8 cops trying to stuff him in the car.
I see that you know your judo well.
Judo.
Good one. And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? Now, get your hands off me.
Ta-ta! As they're
Farewell.
shoving him in the car, dude. Oh my God.
Get your hands off my penis.
The legend, Cecil George Edwards. The Magnificent Arrest of Cecil George Edwards. It's like black and white.
That is awesome.
Yeah, dude, you can't just dine and dash.
No doubt, man.
It's dirty.
I don't know, man. I've never done that.
I've never tried it either.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I feel for like the waitresses and stuff like that. It's like,
That's the worst part.
you know.
Have you ever been a waiter?
No, I haven't.
So you may have heard, but they only get paid. When I was doing it, we were getting paid like $2.15
yeah,
plus tips.
right.
And then you tip out the bus squad, the bus people.
Yeah.
And then you have runners, which are, when it's like on and popping, when the restaurant's really jumping around dinner time or lunchtime.
Yeah.
They have runners that are designed just to plate up food and drop it at your tables, which
Yeah.
is a huge help. So and cleaning your tables is a huge help. So
Right.
you have to tip those people out at the end of the night as well.
Right.
So it's Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday lunch. You're making pretty good coin. But
Yeah.
the thing is, it's all cash.
Right.
So it's hard not to spend it
Yeah.
because it's just burning a hole in your pocket.
Right.
And but where was I going with that story? How did I start talking about that?
We were down and dashing.
Oh, right. So so you're shitting the restaurant, which on a large scale they're gonna make their money.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that poor waiter or waitress, it's like no tip,
Yeah.
and most likely if you work for an asshole, he's probably gonna take that out of your check,
Right.
which is jacked up. But
Yeah. I mean, what are you supposed to do? Tackle him?
Hey,
before they get
man.
out?
you should have stopped him. I think by law, that's why people are stealing so much stuff from Home Depot and Lowe's, is because they can't touch it.
Right.
When I worked at Kohl's, I was a part of the what do they call it? It wasn't. They didn't straight out say theft protection. They called it something else.
Not security.
Not security.
Loss prevention.
Loss prevention.
Okay,
That's it.
there you
Okay. Loss prevention for Kohl's.
Okay.
And basically, if we thought somebody was stealing stuff, we would just like walk up to them and, ask them a bunch of questions. Is there anything I can help you find? Is everything okay? Just make them feel really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're watching you.
Yeah.
That kind of deal. But if anybody ever just like walked in, grabbed a whole rack of clothes and walked out, we weren't allowed to touch them. We were allowed to follow them.
Right.
But if we did anything that injured them in any way, we could be held liable.
Yeah. And you'd lose your job.
Oh, yeah. If I was like 18, 19 years
You're all
old.
jacked,
like, dude. Oh, dude. We wanted to jump and put them in a headlock,
Yeah.
I'll handle it. They're like, no. Whatever you do, don't touch them.
Don't touch them.
Just go make them feel really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm good.
Make them feel bad about themselves.
I'm good about that. What you got under that shirt there? That kind of stuff. But yeah.
That reminds me of a TikTok I watched yesterday.
What?
Dude, I forgot what store it was or whatever, but this cat had basically stolen something and was going out to leave. And there was some Marines selling like there with their, I don't know if they were daughters or what, Girl Scout cookies or whatever, but there was like these 4 Marines outside the door.
I think I heard this. Keep going.
Yeah. And the guy comes running out, and one of the employees is running out after him. Like, I guess he had like tried to stop him and he kind of pushed him down or whatever. Well, he got to the Marines and they listed off like all these injuries. The guy had 2 broken arms, broken ribs, several lacerations. Apparently he'd ran out and the Marines tried to stop him and the dude stabbed one of them.
Right.
Yeah. So Marine got stabbed. So then the Marines took it upon themselves.
This is the police report.
Yeah. You want to read it?
Hold on.
You got it?
Hold on. Hold on. I think I got it pulled up here. It is so he stabbed one of the Marines.
Yeah.
And then the guy reads off the police report.
Yeah.
And it's like broken jaw, broken arm, 2 broken arms, 2 broken legs,
Broken nose,
broken jaw, all when he fell off of the curb.
He fell off the curb, according to the police report.
Oh my god, dude! TikTok is a damn. Oh my god, it's so horrible.
Oh, you looking through your?
It's so
saved?
Great at the same time.
It is.
I think it's just like a picture of a dude's face, and he's reading off the police report.
Yeah.
That might have been how. Okay, all right, here it is.
We're heading to Augusta, Georgia. Thank you, Mom Ducks, for submitting this report. All right. A store manager confronted a man attempting to steal a laptop from Best Buy, but was knocked down by the thief, who also pulled a knife. Unfortunately for the shoplifter, 4 Marines were standing outside at a Toys for Tots drive.
That's what it was.
The Marines successfully stopped the man,
Gentle
but one of the
Giants.
Marines was stabbed in the process.
Oops.
Wow. When police arrived, the subject was transported to the local hospital and was later treated for 2 broken arms, a broken ankle, a broken leg, several missing teeth, broken ribs, multiple contusions, multiple lacerations, a broken nose, and a broken jaw.
Oh my god.
All injuries sustained during a fall off the curb after stabbing the Marine, according to police. Tough day for that thief. Have a great day.
Broken nose, broken jaw.
The curb was 30 feet in the air.
Dude. And you know the police were probably ex-military.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I'll file the paperwork.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You guys keep on doing your Toys for Tots drive.
And oh man, that's just that. It goes back to like gentle giants.
Yeah.
Like they're probably out there, smiles on their faces, messing with the kids.
Yep.
Just being normal stand-up citizens.
Yep.
And when they need to hit that switch,
Oh, yeah.
they go nuts.
I call it seeing
You gonna
red.
stab one of the boys?
Oh, you just want to stab us, huh?
Oh, you want to see me go BRM? Blood red mad?
Yeah. That's the way to take out the trash.
Engaged. Oh man. But
Yeah, shoplifting, man. That's that's one of the unspoken little things you see every now and again. You see somebody.
okay, a
Be a little-
pack of gum,
Yeah,
Skittles,
yeah,
a drink.
yeah.
I used to do. You walk into like specifically like a Home Depot.
Mm-hmm.
You're with your friends or your parents or whoever. And you just grab a drink and you just open it up and drink it while you're walking around. Just sit it down somewhere.
Yeah, okay.
It's like nothing.
Yeah,
Not a
no harm, no foul.
$200 power drill.
Yeah.
I was like, man.
You seen the ones like I guess in California, they just passed the law where it's not a felony or whatever to shoplift or steal anything
Under $1,000.
under $1,000.
Right.
So these guys are just walking in with these bags, loading it up,
Clear
walking
shelves.
right out.
Yeah.
And I mean, every now and again they might have somebody stand in front of them, try to snatch the bag back from them or whatever. For the most part, they're just walking out with
You
it.
can't do shit. That's was it Walgreens or CVS?
Yeah.
One of the pharmacy
Mhm.
stores where they were shutting down like hundreds of locations
Yeah.
because people were coming in there with trash bags and just clearing a whole shelf.
Yeah.
And as long as it stays under $1,000,
Yep.
it's like, damn,
Man,
can't
I
do
don't
nothing
know.
about it.
well, that's what they get for going with that mindset.
Yeah, good luck. I was wanting to ask you, do you have? I'm guessing every man kind of doesn't expect to outlive his wife. Can you agree with that?
Yeah,
It's
I'm
like, yeah,
gonna die well.
I'm
before
gonna
my
be.
wife.
There's like all these videos of guys doing stupid shit. Like, and that's why guys don't live longer than women.
Well, I'm pretty sure the way I eat and drink and all that good stuff, I'm not an epitome of health.
Sleep schedule.
So, yeah, sleep schedule. I'll probably have a heart attack long before my 50s.
Damn it. Well, do you have any like wishes as far as like funeral or, would you rather be buried in a casket or cremated? What's your?
I've really never thought about it much.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, just I don't care. Like, I'm dead. Do with me what you will.
Right.
I mean, casket, that makes you happy, whatever. More for the family. Like, here, whatever gives you guys closure, makes you feel warm and fuzzy, y'all
Right.
go with that. I mean, you want to spread my ashes somewhere or what? I mean, I'm not going to have any well, I say that. Yeah, I'm 36. I'm not sitting here thinking about death, but
Right.
maybe whenever that point
From
comes.
time to time, you're like, well, what would when you see something like if you go to a funeral, you think about it for like maybe a 10, 15 seconds. Like when I die,
Yeah,
they should
yeah,
do this and do that.
yeah.
I want it to be a celebration of life,
Mhm.
not just people standing in line just going to look at you dead ass.
Oh, he looks so good. No, he doesn't. He looks
Toes
terrible.
me.
He looks just as ugly as he did when he was alive.
I was always thinking of something. One, I've never really agreed with how expensive it is.
Yeah,
It's like, what's the point if
Right.
it's just going in the ground?
right.
Which we could go off on a tangent on weddings, but
Yeah.
we won't do that.
True
today.
story.
But as far as funerals, I've always wanted just to be cremated
Okay.
and then not necessarily spread out somewhere. And then at the same time, I don't want to be on somebody's mantle,
Right.
maybe keep a small portion of the ashes, somewhere safe.
Yeah.
And then take the rest and put it like dig a hole, dump the ashes down in the hole, and then plant some
A tree or
like
something.
a
Yeah.
fruit, something that's gonna bear
Yeah.
something, and something that's sturdy.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about like a giant oak tree or something like that, but
Right.
the apple tree would be pretty solid.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then,
Man, old JB makes some good apples.
yeah. But how about a plum tree? Yeah.
Some deep bluish
Juice dripping down my face.
down my chin.
But all right, so I say that to say this. So I don't know how long people have been doing it, but now you can what's it called? They do it to the deer heads.
Taxidermy.
Taxidermy. They're
No
doing
way.
that to humans.
What?
All right, so there's this rapper. I think it was sometime in the middle of March.
Oh yeah.
All right, so this poor guy, the club that they held. All right, so this guy passes away. He's a rapper, not prominent.
Yeah.
You probably haven't even heard of this if you're listening to this right now, but you can Google it. I would just Google rapper funeral in club, and there's this club. I think it's called Bliss or something like that.
Yeah.
And this video went viral, which they've apologized now because they didn't think it would blow up the way it did. But so this rapper died, and they cremated him and stuck him in the corner of a room at a club.
Taxidermied or
Yes.
cremated?
Oh, sorry.
Taxidermied.
Sorry.
Okay.
I fucked up.
Yeah.
They taxidermied him. What's the term?
I don't know. I just say stuffed.
They stuffed him. They
Took him to the Build-A-Bear.
Oh. And so they got him posted up in the side of a room at a nightclub.
I saw that.
And then invite all these people.
Yeah.
Which the family was in on it.
Yeah.
But other people are just like walking up to like talk to him, and they're like, "Yo, what's up?" And then it's like, "Oh, he's like his jaw. Like
He's on a bad
They
trip.
tried to wire his jaw shut, and it's like slowly falling open. Oh,
that's
feels
terrible.
so bad.
Yeah, that's kind of like
That's
that
one
old
thing
Joe
I
Diffie song. Prop
don't
me up.
want. What's that?
That old Joe Diffie song. Prop me up beside the jukebox.
Oh, okay, yeah. Maybe that's what he wanted.
I don't know, man. That just seems a
That
little morbid. A
do
little morbid.
not want that.
Yeah, no, I don't. They've gotten this thing now where they'll actually make jewelry out of your ashes.
That don't sound too bad.
Yeah.
Like compress it or just sprinkle stuff inside of stuff,
I'm wanting to say
like a necklace with
that they make like a resin with the ashes and like mix it all up, and you get. I mean, it's not like clear see-through and you see all the ashes floating around in there. It's like actually made up into these little jewelry, and they polish them and everything, and it's like stones. And you can get necklaces and earrings or rings or whatever. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
I don't know. Some people be like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
I like those earrings.
Have you seen the ones with the dogs though? They'll like cremate the dogs, and then they
Like a leash.
They'll put like a collar
Yes.
in there and like do the whole resin deal or whatever.
Those are cool.
Yeah, it is pretty neat. And they dump the different layers in there, and they'll like put a picture of the dog in there. And I've always thought that was pretty cool.
It's genius.
Yeah.
The way it's like some type of non-stick plastic that they just pour the resin into.
Yeah, and they usually do it like a pyramid shape or something
Layers.
like that. Yeah,
And
they
just
did different.
add stuff into
Yeah.
it. Dude, that's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, and then like the ashes are on the bottom, mixed up. And
They probably charge pretty good money for that stuff too.
I would imagine so, because you like ship it out there, they do the thing, ship it back to you. Pretty decent.
Pretty wild. Yeah.
TikTok open your eyes to a lot of new
Oh
things.
my God. Good and bad.
Yeah, no doubt.
You've got to when it comes to TikTok, you have to structure your algorithm
Yeah.
on purpose.
Oh yeah.
If you see a video, you like it, but you're like, I don't want that a part of my algorithm. You just got to keep moving.
Yeah.
Now, if you see something that's just perfect for what you're looking for and you like it, most likely you're going to see most of that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And on the flip side of that, if you see something you don't like, you got to hold your finger on there and unlike it. Like, don't show me stuff like this, and it'll take it out.
What?
Yeah. If you hold your finger
I did
on the
not know
screen,
that.
yeah, you can like dislike it, and they won't show you anything like that again.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. That's how you keep you on the up and up.
Yeah. I don't
Keep the wife from
Keep
being like,
getting all
what are
these-
you watching over there?
keep getting all these videos of dudes just shaking their junk. I'm like, I don't know why. I gotta stop liking these videos.
TheTrunkMasters.com.
The
What?
trunk masters. Oh my God.
Oh man.
So how about old? A lot of my buddies say that my dad looks like Bruce Willis.
Okay.
We're pretty similar.
Yeah.
But he's got a shaved face with the soul patch.
Okay.
Not quite as bad as Ted Nugent's
Yeah.
a little flavor saver, you know. But he's trying to grow a little something out. But our boy Bruce Willis, has been diagnosed with aphasia,
Aphasia.
which
What's
I
that
can't
about?
really nail that, but it's basically your brain is still working perfectly fine. Well, your thoughts,
Right.
you can still think correctly,
Okay.
but when you go to put words, when you go to put sound to words, it's all jumbled up,
That's crazy.
and that's what he does for a living.
Yeah, no doubt.
So I don't think he even made a statement. I think his family on social media had made a statement about he's basically retired.
Yeah. I mean, you'd have to.
I'm wondering if it messes with his putting words on paper, if he can write.
Yeah.
Maybe he could still do movies, but not be an actor.
I would imagine. I mean, because those are two different motor skills.
Direct.
Yeah.
Direct. Key and Peele, right?
Yeah.
Love those guys.
Mhm.
So they do the skits where they're the doormen for like a high-rise hotel,
Yeah.
and they talk about movies. It's like movie review between the two doormen. And one of my favorite ones is where they talk about Bruce Willis, but they don't say Bruce Willis; they say Bruce Willie.
Okay.
Bruce Willie and Liam Neeson's.
Neeson's.
Bruce Willie, that's my dog. And they just basically start acting out scenes.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my god! If you haven't ever gone down that rabbit hole, I would recommend that.
Get on the YouTubes.
Yeah, just whatever you do, don't Google screeched.
Screeched.
Yeah, does that ring any bells?
Only thing I can think of is what's that show from back in the 90s?
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell. Yeah.
So it's Screech. He did his sex tape.
Yeah.
Back in the
I heard
day.
of that. Yeah.
And when you hear, like, they have the documentary out about
No joke.
Tommy Lee
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Pam Anderson.
Yeah.
Which they're rendered by other actors.
Yeah.
It's not them for real, but
Right.
they've hit it on the head pretty
I hadn't watched
pretty
it.
well. I've just watched the trailer.
Yeah.
But it's yeah. So the Screech from Saved by the Bell, he shot his little video, and it's terrible.
Is it?
I mean, it's just the time and the cameras that they had available just god awful.
Oh, really?
And he's not attractive, and the girls are not attractive. It's just a mess.
There's multiple.
But he did it. Yeah, there's two girls.
Okay.
But it's bad. I guess he was feeling irrelevant,
Yeah.
and was trying to get
As he should.
his name back out there.
As I think pretty much everybody on that show.
Ah,
What? Tiffany Amber Thiessen was the only one that ever
is that
really.
the brunette
I think so.
with Zach.
Yeah.
Zach was the main guy, right?
Yeah. And I don't think he did anything
His girlfriend.
after that. But I think
Ah.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen, I think she went on to do a few more things. But
Oh
they probably all
no!
sucked.
You know who's like super relevant is Mario Lopez.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That guy's killing it.
Yeah. Yeah. He did go on. He did I think he did some reality type stuff for a
He's
little
still
while.
doing
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Radio,
Yeah.
hosting like America's Got Talent style.
That's right.
shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think it's specifically that one, but he does that style kind of.
Right.
But yeah, that dude he's still shredded
Yeah.
in his like mid 40s, almost 50s. Just
Gotta
jacked.
admire that.
Boxes, all that.
Yeah. Everything that I could never be.
He could be
Could be.
extremely difficult.
Takes a lot of effort, and
Yeah.
I don't have any more of that left in me. Speaking of the America's Got Talent, we watched the Britain's Got Talent.
Yes.
There was a little clip of that came on, and actually came up on my wife's TikTok last night, and I went on and watched the whole thing, like YouTube or whatever. But these two little girls, and the guy's mom, so the two little girls' grandma, they went on to Britain's Got Talent. They just walk up on stage, and they show a clip of the guy out in the audience. He's like, "What is that? What are they doing? What is this?" And the guy wouldn't audition for the thing on his own. He was like, he didn't have any confidence in himself or whatever.
They backed him in a corner.
They got up on live TV
dirty.
and was like, Yeah, he does this little song for them or whatever. It's really great. He's really good. He just doesn't have any confidence in himself. So he comes down out of the crowd. They're like, go get you a sip of water.
Balls of steel, dude.
Yeah, grab you a guitar. He comes out there and just straight kills it. And he sings it's this really sweet little song about his little girls or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he wrote it or he just heard it. I'd never heard the song. But he goes up there and kills it. They passed him through. And it was,
Nice.
Everybody in the whole audience was crying and everything. It was cool.
Now, did he, when you say Britain, you said Britain Got Talent?
Yeah.
So the British, they have the English accent, like Old English
Yeah.
style. But when they sing,
Yeah.
it's always in an American accent,
Yeah.
like Ozzy.
Yes. It's so crazy.
I was like, why? What's the deal with that?
Why do you sing straight?
Because when they act, like, I don't know if it's kind of we're just not exposed as much.
Yeah.
So like we enjoy, especially my wife enjoys watching English accent
Yeah, she does.
shows.
You got a pretty good English accent, JB.
No, not at all. It's quite terrible. But mine always goes Australian.
Yeah.
So you'll say, mate, and they're like, nope,
Nope, you lost it.
wrong part of the world. Shit. I was when we had Nick's on. He had posted something on Facebook about Peaky Blinders. You ever watch Peaky Blinders? You should.
Oh yeah.
It's based in like 1913 is when it starts,
Okay.
and it's over in this little town called Birmingham,
Birmingham.
and it's post-war.
Okay.
Which that's World War One, right?
Man, I'm terrible with history.
Me too. 1912, I think.
That sounds like
World War One, I think. So the guys that did survive the war, they come back, and it's just dark. The first few years, they're like nobody smiles, nobody sings, like they're hardcore.
Yeah.
And they basically are a gang. It's a family called the Shelbys.
Okay.
And they're like a small gang / enforcers.
Yeah.
And they just start in this little tiny town of Birmingham. And then they build up and start expanding out to London. And then he sets up a port and starts trading with America, like booze, rum. Dude, it's awesome.
No doubt.
His name is Tommy Shelby. He's got a brother named Arthur. And that's the accent I always do, Arthur's, because he's got a real raspy voice.
Yeah.
And he's like, the Peaky fucking Blinders. They're like, why? That's not nice. That's against the rules. He was like, because the Peaky fucking Blinders said so. But I wanted to talk to Nick's so bad because he had posted on Facebook saying that I'm sitting here rewatching Peaky Blinders, and me and the wife are in season 5.
Okay.
Which season 1 started in 2013.
Okay.
And they're about to put out a new season.
No
So I was
doubt.
like, we got to watch this.
Wow.
If any show can last that long,
Yeah.
it's got to be worth a damn.
No doubt.
And it's awesome. It's pretty dark. They get pretty brutal on that show as far as like making guys pay up.
Yeah.
You screw up and mess around with the wrong person, they come after you.
That sounds awesome.
Fixed horse racing, dude, guns, Tommy guns. Like when the Scottish and the Italians come over and try to enforce. I mean, it's like the baddest dudes in every country are trying to take over.
Yeah.
On a low scale.
Yeah.
But it's awesome.
Sounds like it.
But
So much out there to watch.
too much.
No time to watch it.
I give you one full episode, and if you don't have me by the balls, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I'm not itching to see episode 2,
Right.
I'm gone. Like we tried that Peacemaker with John Cena. I'm out.
Yeah.
One episode.
I find myself like getting into something and then you only have so much time to get into it. You might have like one good week where it's like, yeah, let's watch. And then like it just falls away. Like season 4 Yellowstone's out there. We watched the first episode like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Or whenever it came out. And haven't picked up the second one yet.
Damn.
Like, come on, man. We got to find time. We watched that Manifest. You seen that?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, it's where the airplane takes off one day and then like they go through the storm or whatever, and then they
It's
get
like travels back in time,
and it's like 7 years later.
oh
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah, we got into that, watched the first 2 seasons of that, and then there's a 3rd season out. We haven't finished it.
So I'm saying if a show, if you go to sit down and eat dinner, and your first thought is, what episode are we on? You know, like if you can't wait to see it, then
Like most of our listeners are with our podcast.
exactly.
Yeah. Oh,
Episode 11 coming
7 of
out
them.
today, baby.
Yeah, I guess that's the hard part is like when you sit down to eat dinner, most of the things we're like hung up on, we're not going to be sitting there watching over dinner. You got to wait till the kids go to bed or whatever.
True.
Or like the older ones, I think we started watching Manifest with my oldest daughter, and we just hadn't picked back up. It's just hard getting that dynamic down where like
That, and it's when it gives you it's like rated R, which damn near everything is.
yeah,
But then it'll give you like 4 or 5 little descriptive words.
yeah.
And if it's like sex, nudity, gore, and you're like, whoops,
Murder, full blown buttholes.
rated FBB. Wait a minute, that's a new one.
Let's Google it. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the full rear
Full
nudity.
blown butthole. Do you? Speaking of buttholes, do you know what the strongest leather is? If you had to guess,
The strongest leather.
strongest. You get 3 guesses. Strongest leather.
Rhino.
It's not cow.
Rhino leather.
No,
Um,
that would make sense though.
it would.
Rhino horn. Miko, penis hard. Ground up rhino horn. You just sprinkle it in your coffee.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
I think it's tea actually.
Is it?
But go ahead. What else you got?
Hippo.
Strongest leather.
I'm thinking
That's a good guess, but no.
elephant.
No, it is kangaroo.
Really?
Yeah.
No doubt.
I was thinking, my guess was like alligator.
Yeah.
But you know, they don't use the back of the alligator when they make like alligator shoes and belts.
Really?
It's way too rough. So
Yeah.
they have to use like the belly
Okay.
and the underside.
That makes
which is
sense.
also pretty wild.
Makes sense.
But yes,
Kangaroo.
kangaroo hide
No doubt.
makes the best leather.
They are tough animals.
There's something else I was wanting to say when it came to animals. Something like a little fun fact.
Bestiality.
What? Definitely not.
I identify as a kangaroo.
Let's see. Kangaroos. Shit, I'll cut all this out when I think of. So we got.
I'm gonna get the BB gun
We
out.
got a little bit of time left. I might. Let me search up this guy that dies after shooting cocaine into his dick.
Oh. Shut up, bird. Bad thing is, I don't know when he got in here. How long he's been in here.
All right. So I don't know where this was at. So the title, it says, man's penis turned black and released foul-smelling discharge after he injected it with cocaine.
I wonder if it got bigger when it turned black.
And I don't. Well, apparently it like died off,
Yeah.
and
That's not good.
They had to remove it.
Remove it.
So he's
Wow.
35-year-old Hispanic man. Went to the ER with excruciating pain in his penis and scrotum 3 days after injecting the drug into a penile vein.
Oh.
So I don't know if he just ran out of veins in his elbow.
Hey, I've seen a vein recently. I know where to get
A
one.
big thick one.
You got to be hard up to be able to be like, yeah,
No,
I need this high.
No.
Yeah. I need this high. Give me that vein.
Oh man. But he said he told the doctors that he previously injected cocaine into the same vein at least twice within the past 2 weeks,
Jeez.
and it was completely fine. So for the listeners out there,
It's good. Don't do that.
don't do that. And we hope you have a very great week.
Peace out.
We'll see you. Listen, depression and suicide are no joke. All of us know someone or know someone who knows someone that suffers from depression and has thought about harming themselves. The National Suicide Prevention Hotline has people waiting and willing to listen and talk about whatever it is that you might be going through. Call 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-8255. If you're a veteran, you can press 1 and you'll be redirected to a local VA resource. If you don't want to physically speak with someone, you can text HOME to 741-741. That's HOME to the number 741-741. And look, if no one's told you, you're beautiful and we love you.
If you enjoyed today's episode, give us a 5-star review, a like, and a follow on Spotify and social media. Today's episode is brought to you by James, Dustin, and me, the producer, Leighton. Music provided by David Cole, and our sponsors are Morgan Stump Removal and Flowers of Charlotte.